And welcome to my daily blog of life on our farm in South Yorkshire. It's really sunny today, and if you guys that are watching like tractors and cattle, then you're in the right place. Press like, subscribe, and you will see more. Now to get on the straw blower, wherever it's gone. Right, let's go and straw some cows up. And I wonder what everyone thinks of the UK-US trade deal that was announced yesterday. It's not business back to normal, is it? We're getting a little bit back from it. As a country, that is. As individuals, we may be impacted differently. Yes, okay, great that we've got a little bit back on the cars. That's a lot of money, billions of pounds. However, it has opened the doors to affect our farmers. Surprise, 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 surprise. So they've allowed US beef to have no tariffs on it coming into the UK. So what does that mean? That means that the US, who has a lot lower costs of production because of their climate and things like that, and the red tape that they have to go through, they do allow hormone treated beef, although we are told that it won't be allowed to come into the UK. Okay, but the door's open now. I believe that it won't be allowed to come into the UK. I do, we can test for these things, so I do think that won't happen. But it's the doors sort of just creaked open that bit into it, and then later on, we've had this government sort of promise us things in the past that this won't happen, and the rules have changed, and I think with Donald Trump anything can happen. He could say, well, you said beef and I thought you meant beef. So yeah, am I worried in the short term? Not really. America's lost 0.67% of their beef production last year. That dropped by 0.6. Since 2019, they've lowered their herd size by 9%. So it's in decline in the US, and that's maybe why it's politically a hot topic. I'm not quite sure over there. There's quite a source of identity, I suppose, in US beef for them. But that drop in 9% means to me they've got space and they can just up their capacity at some point if the price is right for them, and that would be at the detriment to us as UK farmers, because we can't produce it at what they can. But it just sort of makes me think all these companies that are doing carbon audits on UK farms, because beef's such a bad polluter and we need to be doing X, Y and Z. Are they going to be the same companies that later buy American beef, transport it all the way across the world to the shelf of the supermarkets? I don't know. I don't think it'll come into supermarkets, to be fair. I think it'll be in places where you haven't got a choice what you eat. It'll be in hospitals and canteens and things like that. It'll go into food service, I think. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think it's good, bad, indifferent? Yeah, let us know. So we've got our trailers on, and Ralph's just rocked up with their 6R250 and a big Richard Weston trailer. Right, we'll drop off the straw thrower. Looks like somebody's been digging up the yard with the JCB. That's my dad. Right, so while that's getting loaded up down there, I've got a water trough to fix. Just get it filled up, so that'll get onto the land and give it some organic matter, a bit of nitrogen. It's all good. And we get the straw back to bed the cows down. Looks to me like somebody's moved this trough, hit it, pulled it along, because the only way that's gone that far is if that trough's gone that far. It wouldn't have moved, it wouldn't have cleaned all that pipe off, would it? Somebody knows what happened. Look at that, the ground is really cracking up now. I need to check on spraying those manholes off. And yeah, it's really dry. Really dry. And when the ground cracks, it rips all the roots of the plant. So then the plant's got less chance of being able to get moisture when it comes. So it's just, yeah, it's not good when the ground starts cracking up. But that's what it is. We ain't got no rain for the foreseeable future either. We are in a drought, aren't we? 100%. It's nice for being outside though. It's better than it being raining, I suppose. We're gonna have the big class coming past in just a second. I can hear it. Wheels off on that. Burst. And a couple of minutes later, Noah's back with a 215. Looking good. Silage team's out on the roundabout. Getting that job done. Oh, it's quite nice to walk back to the farm. On the horizon. It's lovely. I've read a little bit more about this beef trade deal between the USA and the UK. It all came out yesterday. So they're going to reduce the imports on cars, and we're going to be able to export 100,000 cars, to the US. But then there are some concessions that have had to be made, and guess where they've been made? In UK agriculture. Yes, and people will say, well, yes, they are concessions, but they are reciprocal. So we can export, is it 137,000 tonnes of beef to America, and equally they can import that into the UK. Now, which ways do you think that's going to go? In the US, they can produce beef a lot cheaper than us over here. They've got the scale, they've got the climate, and we don't have that. We can grow grass, we're good at that. And we can grow crops like wheat and barley to be able to feed our cattle, but we're on a much smaller scale. And will the US consumer want to buy likely frozen meat from the UK because of its provenance? No, I mean, you'd get something fresh from somewhere local in the US if you were going on like the UK beef having provenance. Will a lot of people not choose to have US beef in the supermarkets? Quite possibly. I think the supermarkets will stick to supplying British beef because people do look for that when they're shopping. But I think when you go out to a restaurant and you're not really looking at where the beef's come from on the Union Jack and that kind of thing, I think that's where we'll see that beef entering the market. And I'm all for like healthy competition. I'm all for buying the best products. I mean, I'm stood here with an American hat on, a John Deere hat. As long as it's fair and we can produce things in the same way, well, we can't here. And a lot of the supermarkets wanted to measure our carbon as beef producers, and does that mean I'd like to see a pledge really from the supermarkets so that they'll continue to supply British beef, because they've so banged on about their carbon footprints that if they start importing it from America, just imagine the carbon footprint on that. it's yeah, gets a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? Right. Anyway, that's my updated thoughts, I think, on that. I did do some this morning, but maybe it was more of a bit of a rambling. I'm not quite sure. I'll get this backed into place so Ash can take this when he gets back. Oh. So I've come in the field here and I'm just going to spray off some of the nettles and stuff that are around. Look at these guys just chilling, maxing and relaxing in the sunshine. Loving it. Very pretties. Well, I got you all up, I'm sorry. You're looking very nice though. You're looking very well. It's a cow's life right now. All these guys are following me now. And I've got an interview in a minute talking about you guys, the beef industry and your American brothers, and whether they will be coming over here. What do you reckon? These won't give me any pointers. Right, gonna do some fields a bit further away from home now. See what we can get cleaned up there. I'm just about to do an interview with City, some kind of city newspaper. I'll let you know afterwards about the beef prices. So see if that gets us anywhere. I'll see what questions they've got to ask, and I'll get busy getting rid of stuff in here with a spot sprayer. So it was City AM was the newspaper. Ollie Harrison had been speaking to him earlier this morning about the ethanol that the trade deal includes, and his thoughts on that. So he'd given him my number to ask about the beef. So I just said I think it's bad, and that I don't think that people in America will be buying British beef, but I reckon that we will be eating American beef in places that we maybe haven't particularly chose to eat it, maybe in like mass events or something, you know, going for a carvery or something like that. I can see it being in those sort of places, maybe not seeing it so much in the supermarket, but eating it where you don't really know you're eating it. So yes, that's that. I think I've talked about the trade thing just too much today. I'd like to see some actual stuff from the AHDB. I'd like to read that, and maybe some stuff from the NFU when more stuff comes out around that. In fact, the guy said that he'd spoke to Tom Bradshaw actually as well today, so hopefully he's given him some facts and figures and some nitty gritty, and I can just give an idea of what a farmer thinks about it. Feels like there's a fire over there, doesn't it? Huh? Right, back to it. This is honestly a beautiful day to be doing this. I'm loving it. I've actually found some water in the field. Wow. Oh my goodness. Bet that would have been wet in a wet year. Look who's come to see me in a cloud of smoke. There's a snake in here. Look at that. See, Andy, I fetch you to some places, don't I? Do you like snakes? No. Should we go and get it?
What is it? Is it an adder?
I've no idea. It looks like it's big.
Diamonds on it.
Look, it on my phone. I couldn't tell you where it is, but it's on my phone.
Once it stays down there, go over.
Come here. What is it? Is it? We need a snake charmer.
It's got diamonds on it.
You see it?
Diamonds on its back will be an adder.
No, it hasn't got diamonds on its back. Shall I go and get it? I thought I could hear it. We nearly had Andy running.
We used to get a lot of adders down in Devon. You just don't go near them.
Well, yeah.
They're like a worm as well. If you chop their head off, they carry on like living for like till the sun sets. Apparently.
What?
Yeah, it's like an old myth. I don't know.
Is it?
Other people have heard of that.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah. Let us know in the comments. So yeah, and if you know what type of snake that is, then let us know as well. Sorry we didn't get a fantastic image of it, but it's there. It's me and Andy on Nature Watch here. We're wondering what these blue flowers are. Let us know in the comments, because we don't know what they're called. Google AI, Andy. I knew that's what we'd be doing. We will find out. It's a what? Mountain bluet.
Yeah.
Montane. mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, or
Can't remember
knapweed.
it. Knapweed.
Probably called knapweed.
Look at this, I've got Andy picking grass like the good old days. Oh. Yeah, it's looking good here. Happy. It's peaceful, isn't it, Andy? Yeah. It's nice outside of these trees. So I'm back in the yard now. We've had a load of silage tipped off. It's been nice to see Andy today and give me a hand with pulling some of that grass. I'm going to have to head on home now, and Becky's going to have something to eat, so I'm going to have to head back, look after the kids. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. If you've liked today's video, remember to press like and subscribe, of course. I'm probably a bit sunburnt from being out in the sun all day, but it's been lovely. It's been a really nice day today, so yeah, it's a privilege to be able to work out outside in the countryside when it's a lovely sunny day. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.